Okay, perfect. Hi, everyone. Today it's Ruben from the 5ers. I will wait 1 more minute and then I will start the session. As usual, if you can tell me if you hear me good and if you see me, and then I will start the session. Hi, everyone. Hi, Paul. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Okay, so let's start. So my name is Ruben for people that don't know me yet. I make trading room 1 time per week generally, and today I will make the weekly forecast generally on Monday because it's the beginning of the week regarding trading. So I try to find some opportunities or some discussion on few pairs on the market. So let's start by some ongoing position I just had earlier today. I will start by the CAD yen. So if you see that I put multiple time frame chart, okay, I put here the M5. I also put the M15 here, the H1 and the H4, okay. And then I will move to the biggest pairs like the euro, dollar, and stuff. Just something before I start explaining, put the chat to on all panelists and attendees, then you can discuss together during the session. And all the trading perspective I will take today is only from my own point of view. So try to stick with your risk management and your trading style and so on. Okay, so let's start by talking dot pair. Okay, so when I look at the H4 and also we can see also on the daily, the up is a lot is up. Okay, there is nothing to sell, there is no pin bar, like nothing. If I see on the daily, okay, it's a very big push upward. And if I go to the weekly, I will see as well. Okay, let me show you. Okay. Okay, you see there is this kind of resistance that break last week. The yen depreciate a lot, so there is no signal to go long here. Okay, if you know perfectly the market, I believe that the market will make a little retracement. Okay, we know that from here it's make approximately 600 pips up, so the market is on a big momentum here. So opening a short position is not maybe the solution for a swing trade. So that's why the trade I took here is a little scalp. Okay, I see that the market on M15, you see that the market on M15 starting to struggle here. Okay, so you have this daily resistance here. You have also this daily support. Okay, so the market is trading in a range here. So that's why I opened a sell. I thought to myself, okay, maybe the market started to make some retracement, maybe to think again. And I open 2 type of position. I will close one very soon, and I think that's a good trade. I can also take partial profit here. That actually we are in the middle of the range. That will be not so bad to close here. Is a little bit of profit. That may be something I can do. Okay, so I will close partial profit here, and I will let go the second one. Okay, so as a scalper, okay, you can take profit very quickly and let a runner, for example. Okay, so here I don't believe that the market can break here. We see also on the H4 and on the M15 and so on that the up is trend. The up is a big uptrend, so there is nothing to open a sell position. The only reason I open a sell position is for a short scalp intraday, and that's fair enough. Okay, we see that the market went up 600 pips. I see that the market starting to range till the morning. Okay, ups and down. Respect 3 times the support and multiple times the resistance here. So my signal was very clear to an M5 position here. Okay, I see that pin bar, and then I enter on the pin, exactly on the line and exactly after the pin bar. Okay, so that's how I actually started this scalp here. Okay, let's move on. Maybe I believe the market is starting to struggle on M5. If I can see on the M1, the market is starting to struggle a bit to go down here. And we will move maybe to another pair from now. We will go to the Euro Swiss. Okay. Okay. Okay, and here as well, I found an opportunity to go short earlier. I will try to show you what I see on the H4 as well. Okay, so I had this trend line that was very clear for me. Okay, and I see that actually on the daily we see that the market is very down. Okay, the market make a top here and then starting to go down. And I see on the daily, if you know how to analyze some candlestick here, you see that all the time the market didn't accept the pushing upward. Okay, the market don't want the price to go up. Okay, we can see with all the time pin bar and pin bar all the time. So it's kind of a trend line or resistance here. And I see that as well, the market to this supply, this is also a supply, for example. Okay, this is a nice supply. Okay, the market react exactly to this supply and this trend line. So actually the trend is done, is a downtrend. The price touched the trend line also with the supply. So that's why I actually open a short position. Okay, if I see on the weekly, that's correct that there is actually a big demand, but there is not yet a confirmation. So I open a short trade. I will maybe show you on the H1. So you see also on the H1, the market reach this kind of supply on the H1. I open here the market. Actually, there is a big pin bar here. So the market can make another retracement. But I believe we can see something lower. Okay. So we will hold it yet. So that's what I see for today in the Euro Swiss. I believe the market is starting to struggle to the trend line and to that supply as well. So when the market will reach this kind of level here, be careful with the price action. Okay. What I don't like to see is this kind of trend line here, that the pin bar here that the H1 create. Okay, exactly to this beginning of demand. I think in the H4 we can see clearly there is a demand here as well in the H4. Okay, and that's why actually the price is starting to recover. So that's for the Euro Swiss. And we will hold it. My stop loss, if you can see, if you want to see my stop loss, where I decided to put it. So it's above this supply and it's above the trend line. Okay, if we make here a higher high, okay, it means that maybe the trend is starting to make a change, and I will probably open a buy position if we reach my stop loss. Okay, because it will be the beginning. It will be the beginning of a returning situation. Okay. What EA do you use for the multiple time frame display? So for the multiple time frame, what I did is that I open 4 charts. Okay, and then I click here and there is tile windows. Okay, and when it's tile windows, it will set up correctly to your chart, and then you can put M5 here, put M15. I will use also H1 and H4. Okay, and then that's why I will make my analysis. It's maybe also here a signal to exit. Okay, for the H1. Yeah, I did. This pin bar is starting to tell me, okay, be careful. Maybe there is a big pressure getting the buyer. So maybe I can close this position and wait again when we will go again to this trend line and resistance here. So that maybe will be a close of position. Okay, I will probably close it right now. Okay, I will close it for I think it probably 10 pips approximately. Okay, so there is a pressure to the seller, but actually here buyer came back and just move the market up. So I prefer to close maybe my position here. If the market go down, that's fine for me. I believe that on the H1 I see something that tell me be careful. That this can be the beginning of a returning situation. I believe that if I put also the MA, the moving average, it's also tend to touch here. Okay. So that's why I will exit now, and I think I will check again. I will check again when the market come back here. Okay, so that's for the Euro Swiss. I will maybe show you the last look, like the market is starting to push here on the M5. You see clearly that the market respect these candlesticks, and so I'm so far happy with the reaction here. Okay, let's move to the EURCAD. That will be the last trade I had until today. Okay, so that's what I did. I opened 4 times the chart. I believe that you can also create something that's at the beginning tell you open you properly. Okay, so it is the M5. It can be also the M15, H1, and H4. Okay, so for this market, it's definitely correlated to what's going on oil. Okay, oil is getting higher and higher, so that's why the CAD is starting to gain some value. So that's what we see on the daily multiple days. Okay, the CAD starting to gain some value because of the oil price. There is a negative correlation. Okay, so when the oil goes up, the CAD goes down. The USD CAD or the Euro CAD or whatever each pairs. So I see today that the oil is a bit high as well. So that's also a signal for me to go short. But still, I have to be very careful with the returning situation. Okay, I believe that the market already makes maybe 500 or 600 pips down. So I have to be careful with when the market can make a kind of recover. And I see today that the market is starting to pushing a bit higher. So that's why I try to open a short position. And here I will show you what's happened. Okay, so that's what I see, and that's exactly my signal entry. I went to the H1, and I see this kind of let me show you. Okay, there is this kind of zone. Okay, this is the key zone. Okay, so this was a rebound, so maybe the beginning of a support. You see that the market make a break, we test to that zone, make a first touch, and actually we are entering the second zone. Okay, even actually the price is starting to go. Actually, the price is beginning an uptrend. So that's why I put my take profit not so far below, but only maybe here at the beginning of the push. And also the second will be to a deeper lower move. Okay. So as well, I open one time here. Okay, the market went down and then make a bit higher, and then I open a second time. At the highest point here, and we see also here on the M15 that the market is starting to make some declination here. Okay, the market one time touch, second time, 3 times, 4 times. So we see clearly that on the M15 here the market is starting to struggle. Okay, so that's why I open my selling position here. Okay, so I have to be careful with my take profit because I believe that this uptrend on the H1 will continue. So that's why I will close partial profit here at the beginning of the pushing move. And my second take profit, I will maybe check like I see on the Euro Swiss what's going on. So I will have to be careful as well here. Okay, I hope we can make a lower move. And my stop loss is very tight. Okay, why? Because this is an uptrend. I believe that the market can make a bigger move later on the day or maybe tomorrow. So that's why my stop loss is very tight. So we are actually in a position between a scalper and a day trader. I will say maybe that is a day trade position. Okay. I will try to answer some question here. Milk only is telling Semaplan is so difficult. Can we pay something after passing one challenge and get live account? This is not possible for the Semaplan. You have to pass the 3 challenges and then get the 100K account. So you can ask the support for some further instructions. If you want to get a live account, you can directly pay for a funded account. Okay, so that's how you can get a live account directly with us. Okay, how much did you just lose? What do you mean by losing? Maybe on the position. Actually, I don't feel like actually we have a small losing position here. I believe that is the EURCAD that's here. But can you please maybe explain when you say how much did you just lose? How much did you just lose? And Jude is telling us could open a 4H long EURCAD with a stop loss. That's maybe something to do. Okay, I believe that the market will start to make a recover. Okay, I don't know when, but you should take in consideration here the uptrend. Okay, that is clear that it started yesterday. We started previous week. And if I don't know if opening a long position is good now. Maybe the risk reward will not be so good. Okay, but yeah, the stop loss should be, if you open a position, the stop loss should be definitely below the level you tell. Okay, so that will be actually, yeah, that will be approximately here, the stop loss. If you're in a long position, if you already are in a long position, so that's nice. But actually opening a buying position, I will prefer to wait maybe a touch again to the trend line, or maybe a break and retest to that zone. Okay, so if I want to open a long position, I want to wait a confirmation. So what I will do, or I will wait that the market come back to that trend line and I will buy here approximately. Okay, so that will be the first thing I can do. And the second thing I can do is to wait that here it's a key zone, like we told, it was the highest point of the last week, not the last week, but maybe a few days before. It was the 15th of October. So the middle of the week. Okay, it was the high of the middle of the previous week. So I can wait that actually we break this zone up. Okay, we make a retest. Okay, and actually the retest can be either on that zone, and it can correspond to the trend line. Okay, so you can have here multiple signal to go long, but it depends how you see the market and what is the risk management you are ready to take here. Okay. Okay. So let's maybe move on to other pairs. I think I talked about all the pairs. I wanted to show you regarding the trade I had. So maybe someone want to talk about one pair here on the chat, Australian USD. So we will do that right now. Okay, Australian USD chat window. I will try to continue with the multiple time frame analysis. Okay, I think it's good to see all the chart in the same screen. So okay, let's move on. Okay, if I look at the H4 directly, I see that the uptrend is clear. Okay, and I believe that maybe it can be here is only the retracement of the uptrend. Okay, so you should be careful by opening a sell position here. I think I see some traders here that try to take the big trades and open and expecting a sell position. Okay, all the time. If you see on bigger time frame, try to look at the trend. Okay, here the trend is up. Okay, so if you want to open a trade, I believe that statistically the market can still go up again, touch this kind of trend line, moving up again. There is also this demand here on the H4 that we see clearly. Okay, so that may be when the market can make a rebound if we break this trend line. There is also here the break and retest that I will also show you on the lower time frame. You will see. Okay, if I go to the H1, that will be kind of the same. Okay. Object, and you see here that the market is actually making a break and retest. Okay, so we see clearly that the market reach here. Okay, actually make a small test to that zone, and actually we are starting a retest. So also that is a key zone to maybe open a long position, and we can see also clearly it on the H4. Okay, with one pin bar, the second pin bar, and then the breakout, and then actually we are testing this breakout here. Okay, so I believe we can see here an higher move from here. Okay, as a swing trade. Okay, believe you have to check, and you have to check the stop loss and the risk management you should implement to open this kind of trades. I believe that also you can open partially the market, and you have to look at this demand here. 1 minute. Okay, you should look at this demand. So what you have to do is maybe to open a short buying position here. Okay, waiting if the market goes up. So that's good because you're trading the trend, and you will be ready to go with the market and to go with the trend. And if the market break here, be ready to make another buy to that zone. Okay, so also that will be a support, but that's also the beginning of a big demand. Okay. So I believe in the Australian there is multiple opportunity and multiple scenario here to go long. Okay, and also if you want to wait for a better confirmation, try to go to the M5. Okay, you see also here on the H1 that the market is starting to make this kind of trend line. Okay. You see that the market here, okay, is starting to make this kind of trend line, and here you will see the resistance just here. Okay, and there is two types of pin bar, so maybe try to wait a confirmation to go long before. And if you're very aggressive and you believe that the Australian can still go up, you can look on the M5 to that thing here. Okay, so that's what I will look maybe if you want to open a position now, for example. Okay, I will try to look what's going on on my position. I didn't have a look yet. Okay, the market is starting to struggle here. Maybe I will try to close this position with also a profit. The market is you see here, and if I put also an M1, you see clearly that the market here very struggle to go below. So I believe that's nice to also close here. You see multiple pin bar on the M5, so that's also something nice to do. Okay. Actually, I'm streaming, so I only see maybe one screen. So if you're a trader, I believe you can have multiple screen. I believe 2 is good to check the ongoing position you have. Okay. Okay, so that's actually what I see on the Australian. Okay, be careful with opening a short position. The trend is very up. You have to look at this zone on the H1, this zone as well. Look at the trend line it creates here, and that's it. Okay, let's move for the pound dollar. And Kumar is telling us Do you provide monitoring like one-on-one or some that kind of course? I'm doing portfolio analyst. You can schedule an appointment with me or with Saul. It depends according to our schedule, and you can, according to our availability, you can talk with us, make a one-on-one coaching session, talking about the market, talking about psychology, talking about risk management. We will be going deeper in your account and check what we can improve, what we can try to improve together. So yeah, that's something I do, and that it makes me very enthusiastic to do with you guys. So if you didn't attend yet any portfolio analysis session, I encourage you to schedule one. Okay. Actually, you see that maybe the market is starting to cross here. Okay, it can be also the beginning of a short scalp session here. Okay, if I go to the M1, this is the beginning of a supply here, for example, short one supply, of course. Okay, and if you want to open a long position, maybe on the M5 here is not the good moment. Okay, but still all the time the same scenario will come back again and again. You can wait here, breakout of this short resistance on the M5, break for a retest here, and then buy. Okay, it depends how well you want to manage your risk. Okay, I also want to check what's going on. The EURCAD is starting to move very well. Open chart. Okay. The market still struggle to pass. So maybe I think I will put one take profit here. Okay, the second one will be here. The market don't want yet to push it lower. Still, I believe we can still go to that demand here. Okay. See, I think that's nice. Okay, I will maybe show you. Okay, on the M5, I will wait maybe this cross. And then I will wait for maybe a pushing move here. I think that's what I will do. Okay. The pound dollar. Okay, let's talk about the pound dollar. We can also maybe try to open a short scalp here together. Okay, we can maybe what's going on the M1, for example. Not pin bar yet. I'm trying to find maybe an opportunity on the Australian. Maybe I can wait the breakout and then opening a buy position. Maybe opening a sell is not the right thing to do here. Okay, you see that on M1 the market is pushing and didn't starting to consolidate. Okay, the market is starting to break. Okay, we'll let maybe 5 more minutes to wait for a retest. Okay, and you saw also on the M15 that the market is starting to break. There is also this key zone here. But I believe that the market will break actually. I don't have the stochastics or something to see what we can do here, but still price action is also nice to understand and what's going on. I believe it's nice. Same on the EURCAD. Okay, it's starting to take the first take profit here. We are very close to touch. Okay, take my first take profit here. Oh, the market is pushing otherwise. Maybe some news here at that time. Beginning also in New York. Also, 4:30 is also the opening on oil. Actually, I trade oil, so I know that 4:30 is the opening in the US market. Actually, okay. So there is the ASEAN session, the morning, and then oil is opening at this time. So it's 2:30 London time. So maybe that's why the market is starting to go to move, because the oil is maybe starting to go move to move. Okay. Okay. Let's see if it can take the TP here. I starting to make a reaction here. Okay. Still, we have to think how we enter this trade. Okay. This trade was only for a short scalp, not something we want to be greedy too much. Okay. So that's nice. That's very nice. I hope we can make 1 point, 2 points more below, and then it will take profits here. We are very close from take profit, guys. Last small push. Also can be the beginning. Maybe I will close it here. Okay, so that's nice for me. That's very nice for me. It's also, we are approximately to the zone. Okay, it will be this zone here. Okay, so that's nice for me as well. Okay, so it's also was a break. Actually, we're starting a small retest. So it goes perfectly with my analysis. Okay, still the market can break. I shown before why I enter this kind of short position here. So that's nice for me. That's very nice for me. Okay. And still, don't try to remember what I said at the beginning. Okay, the market is starting to make a small uptrend line here in the H1. Okay, still on the H4 and on the daily, we see that the market is going very down according to oil. So that's why I don't want to be short so long. Okay. Okay, so that's nice for me. Let's look at the Australian, and now we'll move to the pound. Market starting to struggle here. Okay. But still, we probably break. Okay. Meanwhile, let's look at the pound dollar. Okay, that will be a pair also we didn't talk. I will also talk about the euro dollar and some yen pair. Okay. Okay. Let's take the H4 bigger to see what's happening here. Still, I tried to trade the pound dollar last week, and it's like the market don't know where to go. It's like the market makes something up like that with the inflection point, and then make something like consolidate for a few times, and then the market break again to the upside. And still, it's not so clear for me, because maybe we have a big trend line here that's some people want to attract. Okay, so that can be here. There is also actually, we are in a zone that's also very important here. You see this zone that we actually the market don't know where we want to go. It's I even don't know if I should go short or long here. So on the H4, try to be careful. Okay, try to be very careful of what you want to do and the risk management you should take. Okay, I believe that the pound can still go lower here. Okay, it also can be here to this zone. Okay, with the trend line we see. It also can be to that zone. Okay, that will be the next zone to see. Okay, there is also a median zone here. Okay, that will be the third zone. I will check maybe to open a sell, but it also can be a fake breakout and a big momentum to go long here. But it's very difficult. It's maybe there will be some intraday opportunities, but actually on a daily on H4, it's I'm not so comfortable. So if maybe you guys have an insight here of if you have an open position or if you see something, a breakout, I don't know, something to go long, try to tell me, because it's not so clear for me here. Okay. And it's good to, it's also good to say, I don't feel maybe to enter the pound right now. Okay. I'm not the perfect trader that know all the time how to enter the market. Okay. So actually to that, maybe I will put it aside and maybe just put an alert as the market will come back to this zone or this zone and check what's going on. Okay. So that's fine. So that's totally fine. Okay, here on the H1, we kind of starting the beginning of a short break and retest. I think we can also show it, see it better on the M15. It's even not a break and retest. So you see, this one is very important. Okay, this was a supply that make a small reaction, consolidation zone, break, retest to that zone, make another deep retest. So actually the market maybe want to push it lower, but look, as a day trader, if you look at the M5 or the M15, a lot of opportunity here. Okay, I believe on the M5, it's gold here, what you can do. Okay, I like also to trade this kind of consolidation zone. You have this upper zone, you have this lower zone here. You can find some stochastic moving average confirmation, and play with the market, going long, going short all the time. Try to secure profit, to manage your risk management. Okay, so don't go too high regarding the lot size, and you see here can be nice to trade to make it intraday. You see that the market don't know too much where to go here. Okay, so that's interesting, very interesting to see. Let's talk about the dollar yen. Okay, I believe that's it for the pound dollar, guys. Okay, the big important zone you have to look at, okay, will be approximately to 1.38, 1.38,600, and approximately 1.39, 1.39,500. Okay, that will be the zone you have to look. Okay. Still, you can also look that all the time the market is making an higher low. Okay. But still, it can be also the beginning of a triangle here, for example. Okay. If I look even on the weekly, it's not so clear what's going on here. Okay. Maybe on the weekly there is something critical here. Okay, let's look. Okay, that's maybe something that I should look before. Okay. So we had that big zone here to 1.34. Okay, that's the zone of 1.34. Okay, we test multiple times between 2018 and 2020. Okay, then we make a break and we start the first retest here. Okay, that's important to see, and the market starting to move higher. That's something interesting. All right. Okay, let's move on. Meanwhile, if you guys have some question, be free to talk to me. That we are here to discuss, to talk about the market. So that's nice. I like to discuss and not being like alone and making a speech alone. Okay. Yeah. So we see that the yen is starting to depreciate a lot. Okay, from 109 to 114. Okay, so that's approximately 500 pips from here. Okay, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, there are some traders that want to, like I said before, open a big sell position, wait before confirmation, and make a lot of money. Generally, the one trade to win a lot will not work. Okay, it will take your stop loss and so on. Actually, on the H1, okay, I will maybe show also on the H4, but on the H1, okay, we see that the market structure here is very clear to see. Okay, the market make an uptrend. Oops. So make very clear uptrend. Then the market started to make some consolidation. Okay, and the market again, okay, break this kind of consolidation zone and which actually this zone. Okay, so I believe that as a day trader, if you know how to analyze this kind of structure, okay, when you want to trade in the zone here and also here today, you can develop your and you can also specialize with trading this kind of session. Okay. And also today, if I go to the M15, for example, I also see it clearly that this is the big box I entered, for example. Okay, I don't know, but sometimes, and I believe soon we can break this rectangle. But the market, it's easy to see that we have a daily resistance here above here. We have a daily support to that zone. And you see that the market will react multiple times. Okay, so it will react here one time and then two times, second time, three times, then make a big push. Actually, the market is starting to make a push higher. Okay, so that's nice. I believe that opening a sell position here would not be bad. Okay, even the market is on an uptrend because the risk reward will be if I open maybe a good sniper entry here, I put my stop loss to 6 pips. I can take maybe the profits or in the middle of the zone, so that's 17. Okay, so that's approximately 6 to 18. That will be 1 to 3 risk reward. You can also wait for the below zone, and here it's 30 pips. Okay, so it's risk reward to 1 to 6. Okay, so that's nice to place. I like to trade this kind of consolidation zone because the stop loss will be very tight. Okay, like the stop loss will be something below the low or below the high. Okay. And that can be nice to trade, definitely. And if you look at the higher time frame on H4, there is nothing to go short yet. There is no confirmation yet. There is nothing yet. On the daily as well, it's a big push. Okay. So maybe if you want to open a sell position and maybe a retest to that zone, for example, that can be a retest to that zone. So that's 100 pips retest to that zone and then making a push higher. Try to wait for some confirmation before. Okay, so that's for the dollar yen. Any pairs, the guys that you want to review with me? I think we talked about the yen, we talked about the pound dollar, we didn't talk about the euro. Maybe we can talk about the euro now. The New Zealand pairs as well, we didn't talk, okay? Let's maybe have a look before the euro dollar. Okay, that's the main pair as well. And then I will move to the pound New Zealand, Nick. And if you gather some feedback regarding this kind of session, what we can improve, what we should see, what we should not, be free to talk to me on the chat. Okay. Can I hear the market is starting to struggle to that zone? Okay. Still here, it's very nice to see. If I go to the H4 and I see you again, okay, the market here, this was the supply. Okay, you see, I will show you maybe on with mouse. This was the supply here. Okay, the market make multiple reaction, create kind of a zone of resistance. Okay, actually, previous week we break it, and then we make multiple retests to that zone. Okay, so if you believe that the euro dollar can still have an upper move, you had multiple entry to go. Okay, you had maybe later this morning to make a buying position here, for example, but still the first stop it's to that resistance. So that's why the market is starting to struggle. Okay, that's what we see actually. But we see that on the M15 the market is still up. There is nothing to be afraid. And okay, that's nice. That's nice to see. Okay, try to I believe opening a sell position here will not be so bad. Okay, we're getting when I tell you that opening a sell position is not too bad, I all the time have in mind the risk reward and the risk management I can have behind it. If even I wrong with opening a sell position here, I know that I will not lose too much. Okay, because my stop loss will be maybe above this zone. Okay, so that's important to tell. Okay, if I go to the weekly, maybe there is something on the weekly that we missed. Not yet. It can be also the break and retest of this this zone. Okay, actually the euro dollar break this zone. Okay, you see, and actually we started the retest. Okay, so actually we break, make first retest, second retest, the market can still push below. Okay, so maybe actually here are some opportunities to go short and to let the trade as a swing trade. Okay, so here will not be bad to opening of sell position. Okay, and also you have to look also at this supply. Okay, this is the level you have to look at as well. Okay, so that's what I see on the euro dollar. Let's move to the pound New Zealand. And I'll see that will be the last pair today, and I will review. Okay. Wow. Okay. On the daily, it's there might be small opportunities here on the daily. Okay. Okay, I see this zone that is a very strong zone. Actually, the market from August didn't want to push below. You can actually we make also a great pin bar today to that zone. But you have also to be careful too. There was maybe a trend line that creates on the H4. Okay, you had maybe this trend line, not maybe a trend line, but we see that the market is on market was on an uptrend from here. Okay, to maybe this zone. Okay, and then the market look how it's good to see. The market break this trend line up to here, make a retest. Okay, and then push below. Okay, so Try to be careful with an exceed of movement lower. Okay, but still, if I would open a position today, will be as a swing trader, will be opening a buy position with a tight stop loss. That's why maybe I don't want to open a short position here. Okay, so maybe opening a buy will not be bad. You can put your stop loss very tight to that zone below the low, and the reward will be to that supply. Okay, so the risk reward will be at least 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, I believe. So that's something nice. On the H4, it's showing us that the market is trying to push below. We make a short dip earlier today. Okay, so if you want to open a buy position, don't open it right now. That's why I do the multiple time frame analysis with you guys. Okay, actually, you see on the H4, the market is starting to go down. The M15, nothing to make a buy, and also on the M5. Okay, maybe on the M5 to this short supply, maybe to the lowest, like that will be the supply I see on the M15. So that will be here, for example, or that will be here. Okay, so try to check either an indication to go long. Okay, even you see on the daily that you can go long here. Okay, go to lower time frame, try to check the best price to enter, and go with it. Okay, but it's a nice opportunity to take here. Okay, I want to wait for a deeper push, and then maybe I should open a buy. Okay. On the retest, long is what I'm looking for. A good entry on the retest. Yeah, definitely. Maybe to that zone. That will be nice. But try to look at the lower time frame. It will be it will increase your chance of success in the trade. Also on the daily, you see clearly that it's sent with this zone. And you have also this zone. Okay, that will be. But still, if you open a long position here, the stop loss should be very tight. Okay, try to be careful. The stop loss should be here. Okay, like you will lose very few to win a lot, so that's fine. That's very fine to go long here. I'm agree with you. And there was the first on Friday. There was the first big test. Today there is a second retest. So try maybe to wait for the close of the candlestick, and it will be fine to go. Okay, guys, thank you for being with me today. I appreciate a lot this first day of the week as a weekly session. I wish you a nice trading week, a nice day, and see you tomorrow and Wednesday for the next trading room. Tomorrow it should be either Saulo or Yaniv. And see you guys. See you guys. I very appreciate. Have a nice day and see you. Thank you, Nick.